Think getting caught by TSA with an oversized shampoo is bad? Try explaining why you shoved a loaded 9mm handgun entirely inside a raw grocery store chicken. From live snakes sleeping in sneakers to hollowed-out PS5s smuggling millions in raw diamonds, we're exposing 49 of the absolute wildest things people actually tried to sneak onto airplanes. Smash that subscribe button, drop a quick like, and comment down below which of these items would make you sprint right out of the terminal. 1. An older grandfather decided his holiday dinner needed some extra iron and stuffed a fully loaded handgun inside a raw grocery store chicken. He casually packed this bizarre poultry into his carry-on bag to breeze through the terminal. Security agents watched the scanning monitor in pure shock because the X-ray clearly showed a lethal weapon resting where the stuffing usually goes. The confused grandpa claimed he just wanted to keep the meat safe from thieves. Officers did not find the excuse funny and quickly confiscated the dangerous bird. 2. A clueless teenage boy thought he found the ultimate beach souvenir and tossed a rusty metal object into his travel backpack. He had no idea it was an active military explosive from a past world war. The security scanner lit up in bright red warning colors, causing terrified guards to hit the emergency alarm button. The terminal froze in absolute panic, while the teenager just smiled and asked if he could keep his cool rock. Experts rushed in to secure the deadly grenade, while the boy completely missed his afternoon flight. 3. A frantic mother could not bear to leave her tiny dog behind and zipped a live chihuahua completely inside a solid hard-shell suitcase. The terrified pet tumbled around with her folded sweaters, while baggage handlers heard muffled barking coming from the moving luggage belt. They carefully opened the heavy bag and found the shaking animal staring right back at them. Angry agents immediately called animal control, while the shocked family begged to take their furry friend along. The mother received a massive fine instead of a relaxing family vacation. 4. A trendy young woman packed a slithering surprise in her gym bag when she brought a 4-foot boa constrictor sleeping peacefully next to her running sneakers. 5 security machines detected a giant snake coiled inside the luggage, and terrified officers jumped back instantly when they unzipped the bag. The cold-blooded stowaway flicked its tongue at the screaming crowd, while the young woman casually claimed it was just her emotional support reptile. Nobody believed her crazy excuse, and police quickly escorted her away while the scary snake took another nap. 5. A weird uncle tried to transport a slimy nightmare across the country by carrying a plastic grocery bag filled with splashing water. An entire mobile aquarium of live eels sloshed around inside as the passenger tried to casually place the wet bag on the security belt. Water leaked everywhere and ruined several electronic scanners instantly, while angry guards stared in absolute disgust at the squirming sea creatures. The weird uncle insisted he was bringing fresh dinner to his relatives, but security completely shut down his bizarre seafood buffet plan. 6. A sweet old grandmother hid a terrifying secret inside her winter coat because she kept a giant live tarantula trapped inside a clear plastic deli container. The security guard asked her to empty her pockets, and he instantly dropped the jacket when he saw the massive hairy spider. The arachnid crawled against the plastic while the tough guard started hyperventilating in front of everyone. The old woman smiled and said her precious baby hated the cold weather. The horrified security team completely refused to touch the fuzzy nightmare and sent her packing. 7. A nervous father acted incredibly suspicious in the security line because he had tiny live hummingbirds wrapped securely in small fabric pouches. The man taped these birds directly flush to his bare chest under a heavy sweater. The thermal scanner immediately detected the bizarre body heat signatures, and guards thought he was wearing a dangerous explosive vest. They tackled him to the floor in total fear, but everyone was shocked when the tiny birds started chirping under his shirt. The crazy father claimed he just wanted to save money on expensive pet shipping fees. 8. A limping teenage girl tried to play the ultimate sympathy card as she slowly walked through the metal detector using thick aluminum medical crutches. A clever security dog suddenly went absolutely crazy near her feet and caused guards to inspect the hollowed-out walking aids very closely. They found a massive plastic bag of crystal methamphetamine stuffed deep inside the metal tubes. The fake injured teenager dropped her act and tried to sprint away, but fell over almost instantly. Her brilliant smuggling trick failed completely and landed her a long stay in federal prison. 9. An ordinary family brought a classic board game to pass the time and packed an innocent Monopoly box inside their carry-on bag. The X-ray machine showed something very weird stacked neatly underneath the colorful cardboard game pieces. Agents popped the lid and found thousands in counterfeit $100 bills hidden perfectly inside the box. When the parents sweat profusely while strict guards counted the massive fake fortune right in front of them. The dad nervously joked that they just wanted to buy real hotels, but federal agents completely destroyed their vacation dreams. 10. A trendy young man tried to smuggle illegal nature past border control and carried a large painted wooden stick through the busy airport terminal. He confidently told everyone it was a traditional Australian musical instrument, and he was a professional musician. An educated customs officer noticed the wood grain looked extremely strange and scraped the colorful paint away to reveal rare, illegally harvested foreign timber. The fake musician panicked because he did not actually know how to play a single note. He just wanted to sell the expensive wood on the black market. 11. An older gentleman wearing dark sunglasses tapped his way through the busy security line using a thick metal walking cane. The guards respectfully asked to scan the mobility device, but noticed it weighed way too much. The X-ray machine revealed a massive heavy steel sword completely hidden inside the innocent-looking hollow tube. The fake blind man suddenly regained his perfect vision and tried to run away from the angry police. Security officers easily caught the dangerous ninja and quickly seized his hidden weapon at 12. A nervous teenage gamer sweated heavily while placing his brand new gaming console into the plastic gray bin. The scanning machine flagged the heavy electronic device because all the internal computer parts were completely missing. Curious guards opened the plastic shell and discovered millions in smuggled raw diamonds stuffed perfectly inside the empty space. The wealthy teen started crying and confessed he was trying to sneak the precious gems to a secret buyer. Federal agents took the glittering treasure and permanently canceled his gaming session. 13. A glamorous young woman confidently dropped her fancy makeup bag onto the security table without any hesitation. A female officer noticed one specific bright pink tube looked incredibly bulky and strangely heavy for regular cosmetic lipstick. She twisted the shiny cap off and accidentally triggered a terrifying high-voltage electric stun device right in the terminal. Bright blue sparks flew everywhere as everyone nearby jumped back in absolute shock. The embarrassed young woman claimed it was just for late-night personal protection. 14. An obsessed movie fan completely shocked everyone when he arrived at the busy checkpoint wearing full superhero armor. The crazy passenger literally tried to walk through the sensitive metal detector wearing a solid metal robotic costume. The alarm machine screamed louder than ever before as the heavy mechanical boots clanked across the tiled floor. Stunned security agents surrounded the fake billionaire and forced him to remove every single piece of rigid metal plating. He totally missed his comic convention flight while taking off his ridiculous outfit. 15. A strict mother packed a giant plastic tub of sweet strawberry breakfast powder for her hungry young children. The X-ray technician spotted dozens of dense, uniform metallic objects hidden deeply inside the soft pink dust. Curious guards carefully sifted through the sugary powder and pulled out over 60 dangerous hollow point bullets. The horrified mother gasped loudly and blamed her husband for storing his dangerous ammunition in the wrong kitchen cabinet. The entire family was delayed while police completely searched every single piece of their luggage. 16. A vain teenage girl tried a terrible life hack by creatively relabeling a massive can of industrial animal spray. She slapped a cute pink sticker over the dangerous bear mace and pretended it was her favorite travel hairspray. A clever agent noticed the massive warning label peeling off the heavy metallic bottle during a routine bag check. The security guard realized the highly pressurized toxic chemical could have easily blinded everyone sitting on the airplane. Her beauty routine mistake resulted in a massive federal penalty immediately. 17. A rugged older uncle decided to bring his heavy-duty lumber chainsaw as a very weird carry-on item. He dragged the massive, dangerous power tool straight into the crowded security lane, right past terrified waiting families. The sharp metal teeth were completely exposed while dangerous residual gasoline sloshed actively inside the clear plastic fuel tank. The entire terminal instantly smelled like a toxic chemical spill while angry officers rushed to grab the deadly machine. The grumpy uncle complained loudly that he needed it for backyard yard work. 18. A sneaky businessman thought he invented the perfect financial crime to transport his illegal wealth across the dark ocean. He spray-painted incredibly heavy solid gold bars, entirely black, and packed them tightly inside his leather travel bag. The X-ray machine flagged the bizarrely dense rectangles because regular metal never shows up that dark on monitors. A curious agent scratched the black paint away and revealed the blinding, shiny yellow treasure hidden underneath the disguise. The fake iron doorstops landed the greedy traveler straight into federal custody. 19. A sweating young man looked incredibly lumpy as he awkwardly shuffled his feet towards the advanced body scanning machine. The high-tech screen lit up like a Christmas tree and showed endless square objects completely covering his chest. Armed guards ordered the suspicious passenger to slowly lift his extremely baggy sweatshirt right in front of everyone. Over 100 stolen smartphones were strapped directly to his bare torso using miles of sticky packing tape. The ridiculous human cell phone tower was immediately arrested for massive electronic theft. 20. A rebellious teenager thought he was completely brilliant for inventing a brand new way to hide his bad habit. He carefully squeezed out half a giant tube of family-sized toothpaste and shoved his electronic vaping device inside. The X-ray technician laughed out loud when the monitor showed a solid metal battery floating inside minty gel. An officer opened the messy tube and pulled out the sticky, ruined gadget covered in white paste. The angry mother grounded her sneaky son forever, while security tossed the ruined vape. 21. A creepy college student thought his weird science project was safe to fly. He carefully packed a real human skull inside a heavy clay vase. The shocked X-ray operator screamed when the grinning face suddenly appeared on the monitor. Armed guards immediately surrounded the pale young man and demanded answers right away. He casually claimed the bone was just for his anatomy class assignment. The terrified security team called local police to thoroughly investigate the grim luggage and canceled his trip. 22. A weird middle-aged father bought the most dangerous souvenir for his little boy. He packed a dead baby shark perfectly suspended inside a thick glass jar. And the liquid inside was actually highly flammable toxic formaldehyde. The hazardous chemical immediately triggered the explosive sniffing machines at the security checkpoint. Guards panicked and ordered the entire family to step away from the extremely combustible fish. The angry dad yelled that his son needed the scary bedroom decoration. Hazmat teams arrived fast to remove the bizarre flammable marine specimen. 23. A thrifty young mechanic tried to save money by bringing his own auto parts on vacation. He shoved a fully intact, undeployed car airbag right between his folded jeans. Security scanners instantly flagged the heavy mechanical device as a major safety threat. The confused luggage inspectors realized the bizarre metal disc contained a dangerous chemical explosive charge. They carefully evacuated the screening lane, while the young man complained loudly about unfair airline rules. Federal agents confiscated the dangerous bomb and permanently banned his ridiculous auto repair plans. 24. A sneaky older woman invented a delicious way to smuggle expensive fake jewelry. She baked dozens of heavy counterfeit watches right into the center of a giant sourdough bread loaf. The X-ray technician laughed out loud when the bakery item showed solid metal gears inside the crust. Hungry security guards sliced the crusty loaf open and discovered the shiny, fake luxury accessories. The embarrassed grandmother tried to pretend it was just a strange family recipe. The federal police arrested the fake baker and ruined her illegal business. 25. A curious little girl accidentally created a massive agricultural crisis at the border crossing. She hid a giant slimy foreign land snail deep inside her colorful plastic school lunchbox. The X-ray machine spotted the massive spiral shell resting right next to her juice box. A brave customs officer opened the lid and gasped as the illegal invasive pest slowly crawled out. The frantic mother almost fainted when she saw the gigantic slimy creature. Expert biologists quickly seized the dangerous monster to protect local native farm crops. 26S. An arrogant young explorer thought he could easily steal ancient history for his bedroom shelf. He illegally looted priceless dinosaur bone fragments from a highly protected foreign desert dig site. The X-ray scanner revealed the incredibly dense, fossilized rocks hidden inside his dirty hiking boots. Educated customs agents recognized the rare paleontology treasure immediately and detained the fake scientist. The angry young man threw a massive tantrum while police carefully cataloged the ancient stolen pieces. His prehistoric robbery attempt earned him a very long prison sentence. 27. A crazy sports fan wanted the ultimate television prop for his basement game room. He packed a heavy wooden baseball bat, wrapped entirely in sharp, real metallic barbed wire. The dangerous sporting good looked exactly like a terrifying weapon straight out of a horror movie. The airport security alarm beeped loudly when the spiky metal passed through the busy machine. The terrified guards drew their weapons and demanded the crazy passenger step back immediately. The silly fan cried loudly as police confiscated his favorite new zombie smashing toy. 28. A crying young girl returning from a magical theme park caused a major federal security alert. Her parents packed an extremely heavy solid metal magic wand inside her small pink backpack. The strict guards examined the toy and legally had to classify it as a dangerous, tactical, blunt force baton. The angry mother screamed at the officers, while the little girl watched her favorite souvenir get locked away. The security manager apologized, but explained the heavy metal rod could easily break a solid glass airplane window. 29. A wealthy old uncle tried to import the most disgusting luxury snack imaginable. He packed a massive heavy wheel of illegal, unpasteurized foreign cheese inside his expensive leather briefcase. The X-ray operator noticed the food block was actually moving around on the bright monitor screen. Disgusted guards opened the bag and found thousands of live squirming maggots thriving inside the smelly dairy product. The wealthy passenger proudly called it a rare cultural delicacy. The nauseous agents completely destroyed the extreme biohazard right in the trash can. 30. A trendy young hipster tried to sneak dangerous biological material past the busy border patrol. He packed massive gallon bags of untreated foreign dirt into his vintage canvas backpack. The sneaky passenger cleverly disguised the massive agricultural risk by hiding dark coffee beans on top. A smart security dog smelled the raw, damp earth hidden directly beneath the roasted beans. The guards dumped the bags out and exposed the illegal muddy biohazard to everyone. The crying hipster faced massive federal fines for risking an entire farming ecosystem. 31. A nerdy student tried to sneak explosive party favors past strict guards. He shoved combustible Roman candle fireworks inside a thick cardboard movie poster tube. The X-ray technician immediately spotted the dangerous chemical powder packed tightly. Armed officers carefully opened the tube expecting a rare vintage print. They jumped back in fear when bright red explosives spilled out everywhere. The sweating nerd claimed he wanted to celebrate his graduation. Police completely ruined his dangerous explosive holiday plans right there. 32. A rowdy grandfather thought he could sneak a quick drink onto his flight. He wore a heavy metal belt buckle flask filled to the absolute brim. The secret container held highly flammable homemade moonshine from his backyard. The body scanner highlighted his waistline in bright red colors. Security guards patted him down and spilled the clear liquid everywhere. The checkpoint instantly smelled like a toxic chemical factory. The angry old man demanded a refund while officers safely trashed his literal fire hazard. 33. A nerdy father created a massive nightmare for airport security. He packed a suspicious geocaching container made from a sealed plastic pipe. The bizarre hobby item was wrapped tightly in thick silver duct tape. The X-ray operator hit the panic button when the dark cylinder passed the screen. Blaring sirens triggered a huge terminal evacuation across the whole building. Terrified passengers ran outside while the bomb squad rushed in. The crying father tried explaining his scavenger hunt but faced total arrest. 34. A trendy hipster wanted to restore classic timepieces for his fancy friends. He casually carried a bag full of vintage glowing radium-painted watch dials. The invisible toxic energy immediately set off the literal radiation alarms across the busy airport. Loud automated warnings echoed through the entire security zone instantly. Hazmat teams sprinted toward the terrified young man while flashing yellow lights covered the room. He arrogantly complained about missing his expensive coffee date. Federal health officers safely confiscated his deadly glowing treasures forever. 35. A wild young woman packed a bizarre party accessory inside her pink luggage. She carried a heavy leather neck collar covered in solid iron nails. The X-ray technician gasped when deadly metallic spikes filled the dark monitor. Scared guards carefully unzipped the suitcase using thick protective gloves. The dangerously sharp collar looked exactly like a medieval torture device. The embarrassed woman blushed and admitted it was extreme fetish gear for her wild vacation. The disgusted security team officially banned her dangerous, spiky necklace. 36. A proud small-town mayor tried to carry his hilarious prop on a business trip. He packed comical 3-foot-long giant ceremonial scissors inside a massive travel tube. The ridiculous heavy blades completely shocked the agents working the busy security line. Confused guards pulled the shiny silver weapon out and stared in total disbelief. The grumpy politician demanded they respect his mayoral ribbon-cutting tools. Laughing officers explained that giant metal blades are forbidden inside any airplane cabin. The angry mayor surrendered his ridiculous giant prop. 37. A smart teenage boy tried to bring his science fair project across the country. He packed a fully constructed, ready-to-launch hobby model rocket inside his heavy duffel bag. The kid forgot to remove the highly combustible chemical engine fuel first. Dogs trained to sniff dangerous explosive materials instantly started barking at his luggage. Panicked guards locked down the terminal and called the bomb squad immediately. The crying teenager lost his expensive aerospace equipment and completely ruined the family vacation. His smart science project failed totally. 38. A shady older woman thought she could easily outsmart international border security agents. She wrapped a looted ancient Egyptian artifact in dirty laundry inside her cheap suitcase. The powerful scanner clearly revealed the intricate golden markings hidden under her stinky socks. An educated customs officer recognized the priceless museum piece and stopped her immediately. The sweating woman falsely claimed it was just a $5 thrift store find. Angry police arrested the fake antique collector right there. The glorious historical treasure was quickly returned to safety. 39. A tough grandfather tried carrying the absolute heaviest historical souvenir onto his commercial flight. He casually packed a massive 20-pound concrete chunk of the Berlin Wall inside his bag. The solid, thick masonry completely blocked the airport X-ray machine from seeing anything else. Angry guards dragged the exhausted old man aside to manually inspect the giant, dusty rock. He arrogantly demanded they respect world history while holding up the entire security line. The ridiculous heavy stone eventually broke through his cheap travel bag. 40. A clueless teenage girl decided to bring extreme cleaning supplies to her college dorm room. She packed a gallon jug of pure bleach directly next to a gallon of ammonia. This terrible chemical combination is a literal recipe for highly toxic mustard gas. The scanning machine flagged the illegal liquid containers hiding inside her rolling suitcase. A panicked hazmat team sprinted toward her luggage wearing full rubber protection suits. The crying girl swore she just wanted a clean bathroom floor. Security quickly destroyed her deadly laundry experiment. 41. A romantic young husband tried to bring his wife the ultimate winter souvenir. He carefully packed an illegally massive decorative snow globe inside his soft carry-on bag. The heavy glass ball was literally the exact size of a professional bowling ball. The strict X-ray technician laughed out loud when he saw the giant liquid limit violation. The angry passenger argued that the tiny plastic snowman inside needed all that water to survive. The guards easily confiscated the oversized romantic gift and ruined his anniversary surprise. 42. A crazy surfer dude decided to bring his favorite hunting toy on his tropical flight. He casually walked into the terminal carrying a pneumatic deep-sea scuba spear gun. The dangerous weapon was fully rigged and completely loaded to fire. The terrified TSA agents hit the floor when he dropped the massive gun onto the plastic tray. The clueless beach boy just smiled and asked where the surfboards go. Armed guards surrounded the dangerous passenger while he whined about missing the perfect ocean wave. The deadly weapon was quickly secured. 43. A sneaky teenage girl wanted to bring a massive prank device on her school trip. She hid an industrial-strength laser pointer completely inside a fancy fountain pen case. The incredibly bright beam is a massive aviation threat easily capable of blinding professional airplane pilots. A smart X-ray technician noticed the giant heavy battery pack hiding inside the fake stationery. Scared guards confiscated the illegal pen while the teen rolled her eyes. Her dangerous joke almost caused a massive federal disaster in the sky. She received a huge fine. 44. A creepy old uncle traveled with the most terrifying medical toolkit ever seen. He casually packed a totally unsterilized collection of rusty, vintage surgical scalpels. The dangerous bag also held medieval-looking metal bone saws completely covered in dark stains. The airport security alarm screeched as the terrifying sharp tools passed the scanner. Horrified officers opened the canvas bag and almost threw up from the terrible smell. The strange uncle argued that he just collected historic doctor tools. The terrified guards totally banned his disgusting serial killer starter kit. 45. A brilliant young student thought her celestial discovery was perfectly safe for travel. She packed a highly magnetic, unclassified space meteorite completely wrapped in plastic bags. The alien rock completely scrambled the expensive electronic airport X-ray conveyor belt. Sparks flew as the magnetic force ripped heavy metal trays straight off the running machine. The terrified security staff thought an alien invasion was starting right there. The proud girl smiled while federal scientists rushed in to steal her precious space rock. Her flight was entirely canceled. 46. A goofy teenage boy traveling to a scary convention made a huge mistake. He packed a hyper-realistic bloody zombie head prop directly inside his clear backpack. The gruesome severed head gave the busy X-ray technicians the ultimate sudden heart attack. Screaming guards dropped their morning coffee and drew their defensive weapons instantly. The crying boy desperately explained it was just painted silicone from a horror movie. The angry police officers totally destroyed the scary fake monster face right on the checking table. He was grounded forever. 47. A foolish factory worker caused pure chaos with his unusual packing skills. He stuffed massive industrial neodymium magnets deep inside his heavy canvas duffel bag. These incredibly powerful objects created a massive, terrifying magnetic field across the terminal. The scary magnetic force physically stuck his entire heavy bag directly to the metal sorting machinery. Sweating maintenance workers completely failed to pull the stuck bag off the steel belt. The terrified passenger quietly watched his luggage permanently glue itself to the airport floor. The machine totally broke down. 48. A strange older woman brought a terrifying liquid right onto the airplane. She packed a small, unlabeled glass vial carefully inside her fancy makeup purse. The curious X-ray guard asked what the thick yellow fluid actually was. The creepy grandmother casually smiled and said it was pure lethal rattlesnake venom. The screaming security team completely lost their minds and cleared the entire lane. The deadly biological toxin could have easily poisoned hundreds of helpless flying passengers. Hazardous material experts locked the terrifying grandma in jail instantly. 49. A clueless young father decided to bring his heavy outdoor cooking gear. He carelessly carried a portable metal camping stove right toward the metal detector. The completely crazy part was the live, fully pressurized propane canister still attached. The massive pressurized gas bomb sat casually next to his baby diaper bag. Scared security agents shouted loudly and tackled the idiot dad to the floor. The angry wife started crying while police carefully removed the deadly explosive device. The stupid dad ruined their wonderful family camping trip forever. So there you go. People really think taking live sharks and loaded chickens on vacation is completely normal. The absolute entitlement of these wild travelers is truly a joke. If this massive list gave you a proper brain fumble today, then hit that like button. Subscribe right now and turn on those notifications for more crazy content. Share this video with your best friend if you actually laughed out loud. Tell me down in the comments which of these 49 bizarre items was the most ridiculous thing you heard today.